I'm Alex with Storyline Travel. In this video, we are talking about a favorite activity on board cruise ships, dining. And most people don't struggle with what restaurants are on the ship. They struggle with knowing whether the dining style they enjoy will actually fit this mode of travel. And in this video, I'll show you what dining actually feels like on board the Silver Ray, how it flows day to day, and whose style of dining it tends to work best for. Let's start with looking at a typical day. Most mornings feel relaxed. All suites include room service on Silversea, so if you prefer a more breakfast in bed type of morning, this will suit you just fine. But if you decide to venture out, not to worry. Silver Ray offers a formal sit-down breakfast option at Atlantide, while La Terraza is buffet style with a few made-to-order options. Lunch works very similarly. You eat when it makes sense for you, not when the ship tells you it's time. However, you will find a few options have a smaller window, so you will want to make adjustments if you're really anxious to try sushi, as that restaurant is only open for a couple of hours. The nice thing about this experience at lunch is that there's no specialty dining fee. It's a smaller venue, so if you want to go, you should definitely be on the earlier side of that 2-hour window. When we were aboard Silversea on our sailing, we had a special caviar setup with caviar and champagne tastings in one of the lounges. It was an elegant way to enjoy the afternoon snack time. You will also find typically on one sailing an elaborate brunch that's spread out across 2 dining rooms and takes up the whole morning and into the early afternoon. The flexibility is intentional. There are plenty of meals on board that don't require advanced planning. So let's take a look at casual versus refined dining. There's a clear range of dining styles on board, from the very relaxed, like that breakfast in bed, to the more refined. No matter which venue you choose, you'll find a consistent experience and excellent service. The casual venues are genuinely easy places you'll return to because they're comfortable and they like to serve comfort food. We enjoyed the hot rock option in the marquee, where guests are able to cook their own meat right at your table. We chose this option multiple times because it wasn't just that the food was excellent, it was, but we enjoyed the experience as well. The evenings are more refined. In fact, as of 2025, the dress code in the evening for gentlemen is slacks, no jeans. So there is a more sense of a polished feel when it comes to dining, but it doesn't feel overstuffy. The pace is relaxed, the atmosphere feels quietly elevated, and we liked the Salt Kitchen restaurant as we found the elevated atmosphere was perfectly matched with the delicious ribeye steak. Now let's take a look at reservations and specialty dining. The Silver Ray has a mix of restaurants that don't require reservations, but those that do, particularly in the evening, are in high demand. In practice, that usually means reserving 1 or 2 favorite dinners early before you even board the ship. But don't plan your entire cruise around the dining schedule. You also have the flexibility that once on board, if a timing that you thought you might want on land doesn't fit anymore, that you can cancel without an issue. We also found if you stopped by the maitre d' of the restaurant you wanted to enjoy, you could see how long a wait might be if a table was available. On an extremely busy night, they were very forthcoming telling us that there were no options. but other evenings we were able to wait just 5 to 10 minutes and get that dining location that we really wanted. There are a couple of special dining options that do have an additional charge on Silversea. For example, La Dame, fine French dining at sea. Here's the takeaway. Your core dining experience on Silver Ray doesn't depend on reservations or surcharges. You can enjoy the ship fully without feeling like you have to unlock the best dining by paying extra. However, you do have a few experiences that are quite exclusive, and that additional fee keeps the exclusivity in place. If you're comparing luxury ships and trying to understand which onboard style fits you the way you travel, especially when the differences aren't obvious, this is usually where a planning consultation can help. You'll find a link in the description for a free consultation that we can talk to you about what cruise experience you want. And yes, we can set aside some time to talk about dining. If you're trying to understand whether Silversea's overall onboard style fits the way you like to travel, check out this video where we walk through the ship and give you that perspective.
And at Storyline Travel, we believe every adventure is a story waiting to be told.